Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. Today we're going to take a look at how to make heat press shirts with the OIIEE heat press. Now this is what they call a 5-in-1 heat press. We're really just going to concentrate on making t-shirts with it today. It comes basically assembled. It has the foam that you put under the shirts, even the overlay sheet. This was one of the top 10 rated heat presses for 2023, and very affordable, under $200 delivered. The only assembly was the controller, which you just have to slide onto a bayonet bracket, and then there's really just one wire that gets screwed into place. You just line up the notch, insert, and screw. That's the only assembly needed. Now the controller, you can go toggle back and forth between Fahrenheit and Celsius. You can adjust the temperature setting, and you can adjust the time setting. The top of the heating plate has handles for carrying it. That does get hot in use. And it also has a tension control knob up on the top. So with the upper plate released, you can increase the tension or the pressure and then clamp it back down. So don't forget, when you're heat pressing shirts, it's not only the heat, it's also the pressure that makes it so good. These are the the accessory items that came with the press. So it's a press for doing mugs, for doing baseball caps, and for doing plates. But we're just going to focus on this video on t-shirts. And the neat thing is that it comes kind of preset to do t-shirts. So the temperature is already set at your 356 degrees, and the timer is already going to be set at 30 seconds. Now I used heat transfer vinyl, and I used designs from my daughter's Etsy store called ABKR Creations. And these are some end of the school year shirts that I'm making for my grandkids. You can pick whatever color vinyl you want to make them with. You can have a light vinyl on a dark shirt, and vice versa. I cut out the designs using a Silhouette Cameo Craft vinyl cutting machine. You want to cut that with the vinyl, with the shiny side of the vinyl down, and you want the image to be a mirror image, so that when you flip it over onto the shirt, it's then going to be right side up. So the first step in the process is to place your shirt, onto the tray of the heat press, and then preheat that shirt. And you're going to accomplish two things here. Not only are you going to preheat the shirt and get out, but you'll also get out all of the wrinkles. You only have to do that for 10 seconds or so. Then you're going to lay the design with the transfer sheet, and that is attached to that heat transfer vinyl. Once it's in position, you're going to lay the overlay sheet, swing the heat press back into position and clamp it down, start the timer. Now you just wait for 30 seconds. The timer alarm will go off. Now you can wait a minute or so for this to cool down before you peel that cover sheet off. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna peel it immediately. If you do peel it immediately, just be a little careful. Everything is pretty hot. And that's one t-shirt completely finished. It's a very simple machine to use. I'm going to show you one more time. This time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do a dark shirt with white heat transfer vinyl. So I've preheated the shirt. I've laid the design where I want it. I put the overlay sheet. I'm going to slide that tray back into position. This is a 360-degree swing arm. I swing that back into position, clamp it, put the timer on 30 seconds. And when the alarm goes off, it's finished. So I've only used this heat press a few times. So far I'm very happy with it. It's a very solid, seems like a very durable machine, very easy to use. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I ask that you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. By all means, check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com. I've got a whole bunch of do-it-yourself projects on there, including some other, shirt making projects. You can even make these things with the home iron if you don't have a heat press. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.